We could wax lyrical for days about 2016 Doom, a game whose single player campaign was so on point that you could use it as a bayonet with which to stab demons should hell ever erupt on Earth. Doom's multiplayer on the other hand? We've seen better. Now make no mistake, going online for a bit of Slayer on Slayer action wasn't bad, but it wasn't exactly good either. The mode had a neat idea with custom levels via the snap map feature, and being able to customize your Doomslayer was neat, but it was just lacking a certain je ne sais quoi, which is fancy French talk for saying a certain something something, a spice of life, a little extra oomph. You get the idea, you know what I'm talking about. For Doom Eternal, OK simply isn't going to cut the demon mustard, as id Software plan to give this portion of the game its very own identity. Here's a quick breakdown of how everything will work in battle mode. What's the story? Morning gory. In a world filled with rage-fueled demon slayers, abominations designed in science labs where human ego has run amok and the deepest circles of hell have given birth to the monsters of your nightmares, Doom Eternal wants that to be the identity of its multiplayer. It is called battle mode, and the idea is simple. One player steps into the hate boots of the demon slayer, two other players assume the roles of demons. Matches end either one of two ways. The Doomslayer falls in combat, or the demons find themselves on the wrong end of a super shotgun and get subjected to involuntary brain surgery. What's available on day 1? On launch day, battle mode will ship with 6 maps and 5 playable demons. The Revenant and its fancy jetpack, the Pain Elemental which can take to the skies to throw the souls of the damned at players, the Mancubus which tramps around the battlefield as a chubby one demon army, the Arachnotron which kind of looks like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if it was armed with a spider body, a headcannon and a thirst for blood, and the Marauder who wields a mighty axe and can use a shotgun to close the gap. More content will roll out for battle mode in the weeks and months to come, as id Software builds on their multiplayer offerings so that they can sustain Doom Eternal in the long run. What can the Doomslayer do? Well, if you're used to run and gun action, the Doomslayer will feel like a very comfortable pair of murder pants to slide on. Transitioning from Doom Eternal's campaign to battle mode, the Doomslayer comes equipped with every single weapon available in the game and each mod that is unlocked throughout the story. He's fast, he's tough, and in a one-on-one battle against the demon he will always come out on top. The Doomslayer's limitation is that he needs to conserve his health, armor and ammo, resources which can be topped up by slaughtering everything around him. Chainsaw kills will make demons bleed ammo, glory kills will reward him with health orbs, and gruesome flame finishes will top him up with armor. The Doomslayer is also a mobile death machine, able to make full use of the various jump pads within any arena to stay airborne and above the competition as he rains down destructive carnage from high above. What can the demons do? Well, lots. Each demon brings a little something something to the battlefield, but as powerful as they may be individually, they are no match for the Doomslayer. Here's a quick breakdown on 3 of the demons and what they bring to the table. Versatile and equipped with a jetpack dash, the Revenant is able to deliver rockets via a 1-2 punch or through a special ability barrage. Sticking to the air and keeping an eye on the Doomslayer, the Pain Elemental can protect himself with a soul shield that can soak up damage. Heavy and ready to rumble, the Mancubus is a bullet sponge equipped with flamethrowers and heavy cannons. If the going gets too hot, he can drop a smoke bomb and hide in the confusion. Do the demons have any other advantages? They do indeed, and it is a big one. Demons can drop hazards which will hurt the Doomslayer, or if they're being overwhelmed, they can summon a mob of AI controlled monsters to help absorb some damage. These mobs range from run-of-the-mill grunts to the almighty Baron of Hell himself, giving the Doomslayer possibly more than even he can chew on. The biggest trick in the demon playbook though is the ability to block the Doomslayer's skill for recharging his health, armor and ammo whenever he attempts to glory kill some new resources. Time it just right and you'll be able to deliver a killing blow to the Doomslayer when he's at his weakest. What advantage does the Doomslayer have in battle mode? Well, besides the fact that he's a relentless engine of destruction that's nigh unstoppable, in a multiplayer mode that's all about kill or be killed, the Doomslayer seems to have the odds stacked against him. Besides having to conserve resources, trim the battlefield of enemies, and keep an eye open for ambushes, the Doomslayer can also be tracked whenever demons have him in their line of sight, giving his foes an outline to track. If the Doomslayer breaks this viewpoint though, he'll be able to ambush demons and single them out for a quick death. When one of the demons is dead, that's when the game truly begins, as the Doomslayer will have 20 seconds to take down the last enemy standing. Should he succeed, he will win the round. If he fails, the opposing player will respawn at half its health and can reinforce its comrade. Battle mode may look like a grindhouse of pure action, but Doom Eternal's new multiplayer suite is surprisingly tactical, and it will have you sweating bullets by the end of any round. What about invasion mode? Well, I was wondering when you'd ask about that. In the Doom Eternal single player campaign, a new in-game activity will allow players to open up access to their game, and allow for other players to hop into the skin of a demon and give them a hard time within their own campaign. Able to wield the might of any of the battle mode demons, Invasion is pretty much open season during most of the story's many levels, and can make for some more interesting gameplay as you return to stages that you once waxed. There's a very cat and mouse type of dynamic to it, creative director Hugo Martin explained to VG247 in June last year. As the demon, you have the ability to hide within the environment, get ahead of him, sneak up on him. There's a bit of a hide and seek mechanic to it. And really the crux of it is that we want people to play through the campaign. We've thought about Invasion as a much more of an in-game type of thing. Then you get these players who love playing as the Slayer, want to play through the campaign again, and they say, bring it on, show me what you can dish out at me. And from a demon perspective, it's the ultimate opportunity to grief and basically jump in a Slayer's game and poke him in the chest and say, I'm going to take you. That actually requires both those sides to have a bit of experience with the game, and it is a ton of fun. You're going to be more successful if you know the level, executive producer Marty Stratton added. So that's why we feel like it's more of a late game feature, something that people will probably do after they've beaten a level, or something like that you'd want to invade it, because you can spring your attack on the Slayer as the demon, if you know what he's about to do because you already beat that level. Tense, tactical and crammed with content. I like where Doom Eternal is taking its online offerings as March 20 draws ever nearer. And that is our video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, well then a like and a comment would be super appreciated. Hell, maybe even leave us a subscription, that would be even more appreciated. You might have noticed that there's still a fair chunk of runtime left on this feature, and for good reason. I'm going to sign off and leave some battle mode gameplay running, so sit back, relax and enjoy it. And remember, stay awesome.